As a business executive, are you busy or are you truly productive? Think about that for a moment. It's easy to fill our days with back-to-back meetings, endless to-do lists, and constant notifications, but how often do we pause and ask ourselves, is this work really moving me closer to the purpose God has for my life and my leadership? The truth is, real productivity isn't about getting more things done, it's about getting the right things done. It's about focusing on what matters most and ensuring that every action we take aligns with the calling and mission God has placed on our lives. As Christian leaders, we have a higher responsibility. We're not just managing time or trying to reach the next level of success. We're called to be good stewards of the time, energy, and resources God has entrusted to us. True productivity means making intentional choices that not only advance our businesses and careers, but also honor Christ and make a lasting impact for His kingdom. It's about balancing efficiency with purpose, ensuring that we remain rooted in Christ and do not sacrifice our faith or well-being in the pursuit of worldly success. In this video, we're going to walk through practical, actionable strategies that will help you maximize your productivity in a way that aligns with your faith, your values, and your mission. We'll explore how to create a productivity system that's not just about working harder, but working smarter, so you're focused on what God has called you to do. From structuring your mornings with intention, to setting clear, value-driven priorities, and leveraging tools like time blocking and delegation, you'll discover how to build a sustainable, Christ-centered approach to productivity. This isn't just about becoming more efficient, it's about aligning your daily actions with your God-given mission, ensuring that your work is both impactful and fulfilling. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools you need to structure your day, manage your energy, and lead with clarity and purpose, all while staying grounded in your faith and maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Let's dive in and start building a productivity system that doesn't just help you succeed, but helps you thrive in the mission God has given you. To build a foundation for maximizing productivity, the first step is to start your day with a focused routine. How you begin your day sets the tone for everything that follows, and for leaders, especially faith-driven ones, this time is crucial. A consistent morning routine is not just about getting in the right mindset, it's about structuring your day with intention and setting yourself up for success, both spiritually and professionally. The first element of a productive morning is prayer and Bible reading. Taking time for prayer is an opportunity to seek God's guidance for the day ahead, aligning your thoughts and intentions with His will. Start by dedicating even just 10 to 15 minutes to connect with God, praying over your tasks, your goals, and any challenges you anticipate. This time sets a Christian tone for the day, helping you focus on the bigger picture and reminding you that your work is an act of stewardship for God's kingdom. Following prayer, dive into Bible reading. Choose passages that encourage and challenge you, or focus on scripture that speaks directly to areas where you need wisdom. This practice not only nourishes your spirit, but also provides clarity and perspective that you can carry into your work. Aligning your mind with God's Word before you face the day's challenges allows you to lead with faith and conviction. Now, it's time for planning and prioritization. Use this time to review your calendar and to-do list. Identify the top 3 tasks that align most closely with your mission and values, tasks that, if accomplished, will have the greatest impact on your goals. This focused planning helps you cut through the noise of less important tasks and ensures that your time is spent intentionally. Ask yourself, what can I accomplish today that will have the most significant impact, and how does it align with the purpose God has called me to? It's also crucial to set realistic goals for your day. By breaking down larger projects into manageable steps and focusing on the key tasks that move you forward, you prevent overwhelm and stay on track. This approach keeps you productive and ensures that every step you take is purposeful, contributing to the bigger picture. Finally, consistency is key. A morning routine isn't about perfection, it's about establishing a pattern that sets a strong, reliable foundation for your day. Even when disruptions happen, and they inevitably will, having a consistent routine helps you recalibrate and get back on track. It builds discipline, making it easier to approach each day with intention, clarity, and faith. By starting your day with prayer, Bible reading, and intentional planning, you create a structure that supports your productivity and keeps you aligned with your mission. You're not just setting up your day for success, you're building a foundation that integrates faith, values, and action, ensuring that your work is impactful and meaningful. Once you've established a solid morning routine, the next critical step is to set clear, value-driven priorities. Productivity is not simply about doing more. It's about doing the right things, those that align with your values, faith, and mission. As Christian leaders, our priorities should be guided by our commitment to God's calling and the purpose He has set before us. Start by identifying your key priorities. Look at your long-term goals and the mission you believe God has placed on your heart. What are the core tasks that, if focused on, will help you make the most progress toward these goals? This could be anything from strategic planning, client meetings, team development, or community engagement. The key is to differentiate between what's urgent and what's truly important. While urgent tasks may require immediate attention, they are not always aligned with your long-term mission. Make sure your focus is on high-impact activities that move you closer to your goals and reflect the values you hold. To help filter these tasks, apply a faith filter. Ask yourself questions like, is this activity helping me fulfill my calling, or is this task aligned with my mission and God's plan for my work? When you assess your tasks through this lens, you gain clarity on what truly deserves your time and effort. This filter helps you remove distractions and focus on what will genuinely make a difference. Break down your priorities into manageable steps. Large projects can often feel overwhelming, so it's important to outline smaller, actionable steps for each major goal. This approach not only makes tasks more achievable but also allows you to track your progress and adjust as needed. Remember, productivity isn't about perfection, it's about steady, consistent movement toward your objectives. Another effective strategy is to categorize your tasks based on their impact and urgency. You might use a simple matrix, categorizing tasks as high impact, low impact, urgent, or non-urgent. Prioritize high-impact tasks first, especially those that are also urgent, and schedule time for them when your focus and energy are at their peak. Tasks that are low impact or not urgent should be scheduled for later or delegated if possible. This system keeps your attention on the activities that drive your mission forward. It's also crucial to regularly revisit and adjust your priorities. As a leader, your responsibilities and focus areas can shift. It's important to be adaptable and to regularly check if your priorities still align with your goals and values. Block time at the end of each week or month to review your progress and adjust your focus as needed. This keeps you agile and ensures that you're always working on what's most important. By setting clear, value-driven priorities, you create a framework that keeps your productivity aligned with your faith and long-term mission. It's not about filling your day with more tasks, but about making sure every action you take contributes to the bigger picture of what God has called you to do. With this approach, you can be confident that your work is purposeful, impactful, and consistent with your values. Now that you've identified your key priorities, it's time to implement time blocking and single tasking, two essential strategies that will help you manage your time effectively and maintain focus throughout the day. These methods not only maximize productivity but also ensure that your work remains aligned with your values and mission. Time blocking is a powerful way to structure your day. It involves scheduling specific blocks of time for focused work, prayer, meetings, and even breaks. The idea is to allocate your time intentionally rather than letting your day be dictated by constant interruptions or distractions. For instance, you might start your morning with a dedicated block of time for deep work, perhaps your most important project or priority for the day. During this time, eliminate distractions like phone notifications and emails, and focus entirely on that task. This allows you to work with full concentration, leading to higher quality output and faster completion. A crucial part of effective time blocking is to prioritize tasks based on their impact and your energy levels. Identify the periods when you are most focused and alert, whether it's early in the morning or later in the afternoon, and schedule your most challenging or high-impact work during these times. Reserve lower energy periods for less demanding tasks, such as administrative work, meetings, or email responses. This approach maximizes your peak performance periods, ensuring that your most critical tasks get done efficiently. Next, let's talk about single tasking. In today's fast-paced world, multitasking is often seen as a strength, but research consistently shows that multitasking can actually reduce efficiency and the quality of work. As a Christian leader focused on excellence, it's essential to concentrate fully on one task at a time. This is the heart of single tasking. By dedicating your attention to one project, you minimize errors, enhance creativity, and produce better results. This approach also allows you to honor the principle of working heartily as unto the Lord, putting your best effort into each task. To implement single tasking effectively, group similar tasks together within your time blocks. For example, dedicate one block for creative work like brainstorming, writing, or planning, and another block for administrative tasks like responding to emails or scheduling meetings. When you work on tasks that require similar levels of focus or creativity, you avoid the mental fatigue that comes from constantly switching contexts. This helps maintain a consistent level of productivity and keeps your energy focused. It's also essential to protect your time blocks from interruptions. Communicate with your team or those around you to let them know when you're in a deep work period. Set boundaries, such as silencing notifications or turning on Do Not Disturb mode during these times. This helps you maintain a distraction-free environment, allowing you to be fully present and effective in your work. Finally, remember to build in buffer time and breaks within your schedule. Productivity isn't just about maximizing every minute, it's about creating a sustainable rhythm. Short breaks between time blocks allow you to recharge and reset, preventing burnout and improving focus. Use these moments to step away from your desk, stretch, or engage in brief prayer or reflection. These small pauses can refresh your mind and keep you energized throughout the day. By combining time blocking and single tasking, you create a structured approach that not only maximizes your productivity but also maintains the quality and integrity of your work. It's about working smarter, not harder, ensuring that your time and energy are aligned with your mission and values, and that every hour is used purposefully. This Christ-centered approach to time management enables you to stay focused, efficient, and fully engaged in the work God has called you to do. Now that you've structured your time effectively through time blocking and single tasking, the next crucial step is to delegate wisely and create boundaries. As a leader, it's important to recognize that you cannot and should not try to do everything yourself. Productivity isn't about taking on every task, it's about focusing on what you do best and empowering others to handle the rest. Let's start with delegation. Delegating tasks effectively frees you up to focus on high-priority, high-impact activities that align directly with your mission and goals. Begin by identifying tasks that don't necessarily require your personal involvement, those that can be handled by your team or others around you. These could be routine administrative tasks, scheduling, or activities that others can manage with the right guidance. Delegating not only increases your capacity but also develops the skills and confidence of your team members. When you delegate, it's important to communicate clearly. Set clear expectations, provide any necessary resources, and outline what the successful completion of the task looks like. By being specific and supportive, you set your team up for success and build trust, ensuring the task is completed to a high standard while allowing you to focus on more strategic areas. But delegation alone isn't enough. You also need to establish boundaries to protect your time, focus, and energy. Boundaries are essential for maintaining a healthy work-life balance and ensuring that you remain effective and energized over the long term. Without them, work can easily encroach on personal time, leading to stress and burnout. Start by setting time boundaries. Define specific work hours and no-work periods, such as evenings or weekends, where you disconnect from work and prioritize rest, family, and personal activities. Make it clear to your team and clients when you are available and when you are not, so they can manage expectations. For instance, if you set your work hours from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., avoid checking emails or taking work calls outside of these times. This practice not only protects your time but also sets a positive example for others, encouraging them to create healthy boundaries as well. Digital boundaries are also crucial in today's connected world. It's easy to feel the pressure to be available 24/7, but to maintain productivity and avoid constant distraction, it's important to turn off non-essential notifications during focused work periods and especially during your no-work times. Consider setting up automated responses during off hours to let others know when they can expect a response. This helps you stay in control of your time rather than being controlled by constant pings and alerts. Creating boundaries isn't just about when you work, it's also about where and how you work. Establish a dedicated workspace where you can focus and be productive, separate from spaces meant for relaxation or personal activities. This physical boundary reinforces the mental boundaries you set and helps you stay in a productive mindset when it's time to work. When you leave that space, it's a signal to disconnect and switch to personal time, allowing for a clearer work-life separation. Lastly, it's important to review and adjust your boundaries and delegation strategies regularly. As your business grows or your responsibilities shift, you may need to delegate new tasks or reinforce boundaries that have become blurred. Take time each month to assess how well your delegation and boundaries are working and make adjustments as necessary to maintain a sustainable, balanced approach to your work. By delegating wisely and establishing clear boundaries, you free up time and mental space to focus on the tasks that matter most. You're not just working more efficiently, you're also protecting your well-being and ensuring that you're able to lead with clarity and purpose. This balanced approach helps you maintain focus and energy, aligning your work with your values and the mission God has called you to fulfill. With effective delegation and boundaries in place, the final step to sustaining long-term productivity is to reflect and adjust regularly. Productivity isn't static, it's a dynamic process that requires ongoing evaluation and fine-tuning. As you progress, it's important to ensure that your efforts remain aligned with your goals, values, and the mission God has set before you. Start by establishing a weekly reflection routine. Set aside time at the end of each week, perhaps on Friday afternoon or Sunday evening, to review your performance and evaluate how your time was spent. Ask yourself key questions like, did my actions this week align with my priorities? Was my work focused on the tasks that matter most, or did I get caught up in distractions? This reflection allows you to identify areas where you succeeded and areas that need improvement, helping you to stay on track and make necessary adjustments for the upcoming week. During this reflection time, assess your time blocks and priorities. Did you allocate your most productive hours to your highest impact work, or were they spent on low priority tasks? If you find that you are frequently interrupted or pulled away from your planned activities, consider what changes you can make to protect your focus. Perhaps you need to reinforce your boundaries more firmly or adjust your time blocks to better align with your energy levels and responsibilities. It's also essential to evaluate your delegation practices. Review which tasks you delegated and assess whether those tasks were completed to the expected standard. Are there additional responsibilities you could delegate to free up more of your time for strategic planning or leadership activities? Are there tasks you should take back to ensure quality control? Regularly reviewing your delegation strategy ensures that you're maximizing your team's capabilities while maintaining the effectiveness of your work. In addition to weekly reflections, it's valuable to conduct monthly or quarterly reviews. These longer sessions allow you to step back and assess the bigger picture, your overall progress towards long-term goals, the effectiveness of your routines, and the alignment of your actions with your mission. Use this time to prayerfully evaluate whether your current strategies are working and if your priorities need to shift to remain in alignment with God's will. This could involve recalibrating your goals, revising your time-blocking approach, or even delegating new areas of responsibility as your team grows. These periodic reviews also provide an opportunity for strategic prayer and planning. As you review your progress, seek God's guidance to adjust your plans and gain clarity on the next steps. Ask for wisdom and discernment to recognize where you might need to pivot or stay the course. Inviting God into your planning process keeps your work grounded in faith and purpose, ensuring that your decisions are not only strategic but also spiritually aligned. By integrating reflection and review into your routine, you create a cycle of continuous improvement. This approach keeps you agile and ensures that your work remains effective and aligned with your mission. It's about maintaining a productive system that evolves with your needs and goals, so you're always focused on the most impactful work and leading with faith and clarity. Regularly evaluating and adjusting your approach allows you to stay committed to your mission, avoiding the distractions that can pull you off course and ensuring that your efforts are both purposeful and sustainable. Now that we've explored the core components of maximizing productivity, let's wrap up with a recap and conclusion that ties everything together, emphasizing how these strategies align with a Christ-centered approach to leadership and productivity. Remember, the ultimate goal is not just to be busy or efficient, but to ensure that our efforts are aligned with God's calling and have a meaningful, long-term impact. To recap, it all begins with establishing a focused morning routine. By starting each day with prayer, Bible reading, and intentional planning, you set a spiritual and practical foundation that aligns your thoughts and actions with God's purpose. This creates a framework that prepares you to tackle the day's challenges with clarity and focus, ensuring that your priorities are rooted in your mission. From there, setting clear, value-driven priorities helps you cut through the noise and focus on what truly matters. Filtering your tasks through the lens of faith allows you to eliminate distractions and direct your energy towards high-impact activities that align with your long-term goals and God's purpose for your work. Then, Through time blocking and single tasking, you structure your day in a way that maximizes your most productive hours. By dedicating focused blocks of time to key activities and minimizing multitasking, you enhance your efficiency and the quality of your work. This approach helps you protect your time and ensure that each hour is spent purposefully. Delegating wisely and creating boundaries further optimize your productivity. Recognizing that you cannot do everything yourself is a crucial step in effective leadership. Delegation empowers others and frees you to focus on what you do best, while setting clear boundaries ensures that your work remains sustainable. Boundaries protect your personal time, allowing you to recharge and preventing burnout, so you can continue to lead effectively. Finally, the practice of reflecting and adjusting regularly keeps your productivity aligned with your faith and goals over the long term. Regular reflection and periodic reviews help you evaluate your progress, refine your strategies, and maintain focus on what's truly important. This approach ensures that your efforts remain purpose-driven. Conclusion: maximizing productivity isn't about getting more done, it's about focusing on what matters most, aligning your daily actions with God's purpose for your life and work. By implementing these strategies, you create a productivity system that's not only effective but sustainable and Christ-centered. It's about building a life where every action and every decision reflects your values and mission, contributing to a greater impact for His kingdom. If you're ready to take your productivity to the next level and build a business that aligns with your faith, I invite you to join the Smart Leader community. We offer a space where Christian leaders can connect, grow, and receive practical support for building a Christ-centered approach to productivity and leadership. Click the link below to learn more about joining us, and let's build a community that leads with clarity, focus, and purpose, transforming businesses and making an impact that extends
Thank you for watching
beyond
this
the
video
workplace.
again. I appreciate your commitment to growth. You can check out another video here or subscribe to my channel to stay ahead with more faith-centered leadership strategies. And if this video brought value to you, share it with a colleague or someone in your network who could benefit. If there's a topic you'd like me to dive into next, leave a comment below. May God bless your leadership journey and guide your next steps as you lead with purpose. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.